All right, guys, so here we are back again, Tony, Real Carnivore, and this is part 2 of the 3-part Thanksgiving carnivore dinner. So part 1 was the oxtail. This is our stuffing edition. We're gonna make a carnivore Thanksgiving turkey stuffing. I think that's probably the biggest challenge for most carnivores during Thanksgiving time. Is stuffing is always bread based. So if they actually stuff it into the turkey, you're probably not going to eat the turkey because it came into contact with all the bread and the carbs and the sugars and the plant matter and all that stuff, okay? So this is going to be 100% carnivore stuffing, and there'll be one little tweak to this that is optional for some of you who want to do it, and we'll get to that a little bit later on. So our ingredients are as follows, guys. Our bread, once again, good old pork rinds, okay? Our texture is going to come from pork belly. Our filling is going to be beef, and what's going to hold it all together is a combination of mozzarella cheese, eggs, and a nice punch of flavor with the Parmigiano Reggiano. Okay, guys? You can always count on Parmesan to give a nice punch of flavor. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this pork belly. I'm going to explain it to you guys because I'm not going to make you watch me do it all. But we're going to take this pork belly, we're going to cut it into cubes. Probably about 1/2 inch, 3/8 cubes. The ground beef, of course, we're going to brown it. And once this is all cut up, we're going to cut to the actual cooking portion of it all to let you guys see what happens after that, okay? So I'm going to start prepping this up, guys, and away we go. As you all can see, guys, this isn't me actually doing the prep work because I have an injured thumb. I cut myself, so I have my friend helping me out. All right, so through the magic of editing and my sous chef slash helper slash bro, as you all see, I have a bandaged up thumb here. I wasn't able to deal with this in an efficient manner, so I had some help with that. So now that this is done, basically we're gonna put this in a pot. We're gonna brown it down, make it crispy, which is gonna add the texture to our stuffing. Once that's done, we're gonna drain some of that pork fat out. We're gonna save it because, well, it's good to use to cook, right? It's clean, there's nothing in it. It'll be clean pork fat, in essence, pork lard. Once that's done, we are going to add our ground beef and we're going to brown it with this and put it aside. Let's get to it. So this is the pork belly, and as you can see, it's been cut up to cubes. It almost looks like little bread chunks. So now we're going to add the ground beef to this. All right, guys, so here we are. This is the stuffing precursor to the final version of the stuffing. So as you see, we have our pork belly cubed up, cooked in with the ground beef. All right, so here we are, Thanksgiving Day. We have our bird, we have the stuffing precursor. So now we're gonna finish making the stuffing. So if you guys want to see what this looks like right now, it almost looks like there's actually chunks of bread in there. So that's the pork belly cubed up. And actually, if you eat it, it actually almost has like a bready kind of texture with the ground beef. So the rest of our ingredients are as follows. We have Parmesan cheese. We have mozzarella cheese. And you know, stuffing, when you stuff the bird, it's kind of like clumped together and things like that. So we're going to rely on a combination of pork rinds and eggs to make that happen. So yeah, here's our turkey. Basically, this is a 13-pound turkey. So I think we're going to have a little extra stuffing, which is always the case. So that being said, we can also serve it on the side because everybody knows there's never enough stuffing at Thanksgiving dinner. So let's go. I'm going to start adding in my ingredients. Okay, we're going to start with the cheeses. Okay, I'm going to put the list of ingredients in the comments and the quantities and things like that. Of course, that will vary based on the size of your bird. Nonetheless, if you have not enough, then you're like everybody else. And if you have too much, lucky you, everyone else will be happy. Okay, so there's our cheeses. Okay, 1 bag of pork rinds should do it. This pork rind is going to sort of absorb juices, give it that bready texture again. So again, if you kind of see what that looks like, that's pretty cool. I'm actually going to... So, these don't have salt. I'm going to put a little bit of salt in here too. I did salt the mixture already, but we're going to go with a little bit more. And the cheese, the Parmesan, is naturally salty as well. So we're just going to mix everything up. The butter, one more ingredient, is we're going to sort of just baste the turkey with the butter. And this is going on the charcoal, guys. We're not doing this in the oven. Of course, you can do it in the oven, but this one's going on the smoker. But we're not going to smoke it. We're going to roast it so we get that crispy skin. And this here, we're going to, see those 2 guys over there? We're going to cut this in half and let them share that because that's good for them. So I'll be back in a minute. We'll show you how this looks when it's all mixed up and we're stuffing the bird. I'm not used to cooking with gloves, guys, but if you noticed early on in the video, I have an injury. I cut my thumb pretty badly and I had to get some stitches. So because I'm going to be kind of doing stuff, I had to wear gloves. And another thing I want to know is earlier in the video, I had a lot of facial hair. Now I don't because today is the next day. Let me know what you guys think. Should I keep the facial hair? Should I go without the facial hair? Facial hair, put in the comments. Let me know what you think. So now we're going to mix all this up. And clearly, there's more than enough stuffing here for what we need for that bird, okay? And this, guys, is a 100% carnivore stuffing. Now, earlier on in this video, I did say there's a little tweak that's optional, okay? For some of you who are maybe not as strict carnivores, or, listen, in my opinion, what I did was I put a little bit of nutmeg and clove in this. Very small amount, combined about half a teaspoon combined worth of that stuff. More just for the aromatic properties of it, just to give it that festive Thanksgiving sort of aroma and feel that you would normally get with like a pumpkin spice. So that's the only thing that's not carnivore on this. And again, it's such a small amount just to give a little bit of aromatic property. You can choose not to do that. You can choose to add a little bit more. Remember, guys, you got to be careful with cloves because inherently they're very strong. You can't even use a lot of it anyway. So yeah, careful if you decide to go that route, okay? Allspice could be another option, okay? Cinnamon and nutmeg could be another option. But because this is carnivore, you may opt not to do that. But we want to, if we do it, just a very, very small amount for aromatic purposes only, okay? Now that we're made our stuffing, we're gonna fill the bird with it, okay? So I find the easiest way is to kind of hold the bird at an angle like this, okay? And just shove it all in there, okay? So just like that. And we're gonna pack this baby nice and tight. And hopefully we have just the right amount, but if we have a little bit left over, that's okay too. I think we're gonna have some left over. So, and we'll cut back to this in a minute, guys, when it's all done, and we'll show you how it looks. Oh yeah, I think this is going to turn out quite nice. So here we are, it's all stuffed up. As you see, that bird has swelled up quite a bit. So now all we got to do from this point here is we're just going to tie all this off like this to close it. We're going to wrap this up as well, okay? And she's going on the smoker, and that's all there is. We'll be back in a little while to see how it looks. So this is what it looks like after it's all tied up and stuffed and wrapped. And that's now going to go on the smoker, okay? And this is going for Mr. Leo and Mr. Waffle as a little treat. See them out there? They're just patiently waiting for that turkey neck. Hey guys, you want the turkey neck? All right, Leo, sit. Okay, so now we have the bird. It's going in the grill. If you guys look here, just if somebody wants to do this, we do an indirect heat because it's going to be in here for a long time. So we have the heat deflector plate in here. We're going to try and cook this and hold a temperature of about 375. This should take about 3 hours, okay? But we'll check it as we go. So I am just going to place this. Oh, that became a lot heavier all of a sudden. On there. And that's it, guys. We're going to close this up. We're going to check up on it every hour. And we're going to baste it with butter as we cook to give it that beautiful color and crispy skin. And you guys will see it in a minute when it's done. Lie down. Good doggies. Good doggies. Oh, them turkey necks. So Thanksgiving Monday in Canada, and time is up for this turkey. Let's have a look and see what it looks like. Oh my goodness. That's a very pretty looking bird. Oh.
Buddy, you have more bandage with you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Well, I was.
Using just like the basic tools, some people get really good at, but if you have to write the back end queries, you become very sought after because those are very voiceover, especially if you're pulling from multiple.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
ChatGPT, if
TikTok,
you learn how to do it
Instagram,
properly, will teach you how to write those things very quickly.
So as you all can see, this turkey turned out really, really nice. It's super juicy. The skin is really crispy. It was a hit. Everybody loved it. The stuffing was amazing. I will definitely do this again. Everybody said that they enjoyed the stuffing and they enjoyed the bird. Clearly you can see how juicy it is.
It's juicy, eh, bud?
Huh?
It was like a crowd of like 500.
Very juicy.
Yeah, of course.
It was 2 days too, so it wasn't even everybody. I'm like, here's your competition.
Yeah.
It's true. It's very true. What does she want to get into? Biomedical.
If you want, go to a drawer and grab another knife
We're done.
similar to that one.
So there you have it, guys. We achieved a carnivore stuffing for Thanksgiving turkey or Christmas turkey or any turkey for that matter.
Doesn't matter.
Even the non-carnivores like it.
No, if people want knives.